know why I just did that, chat, but we're gonna ride with it. We're gonna ride with it. And chat, welcome, welcome, welcome. Letting the stream cook up here quickly, but appreciate you guys tuning in. This is just happening. Big deal. We're going to take a look at Simon Price. He just committed. I mean, well, not just, but he is live and direct today committing from Coastal Carolina. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Got a fair amount to go over here. Letting this kind of load on up. We are going to be watching some film on Simon Price. He was, and you know what? Let's do a little bit of a breakdown here. Let's do a little bit of a breakdown here because I think it's very, very important to talk about. You know, was this something that I was expecting? To an extent. I mean, we lost Mr. Hood, you know, a depth piece for sure. So, very interested to kind of see where things go, what we can kind of gauge from here, and you know, this is going to open some things up in the running back room. I'm very interested to kind of see how this plays out. I mean, this is a late pickup for sure. I mean, he's going to be coming in, and we saw later Coach Prime's first season, but I'm very interested to kind of see how we have this play out because the reality of the situation is I'm going to go ahead and kind of say I definitely think Dallin Hayden is the starting running back coming out. I think Micah Welsh, very, very heavily favored to be the second string. And the only reason I'm saying this is because when you look at, you know, Mr. Often Ball, I mean, it's fair to say that he's a very good example of where commitment and effort and energy gets you with Coach Prime. I think Charlie was one of the players that earned his way onto the field. Now, a lot of people are going to sit there and say, okay, well, you know, arguably not the right decision when you had Isaiah Augustave and Dallin Hayden, you know, two arguably higher level conference competitors. So very interested to kind of see how this plays out. This is a big deal. I am yet to look on into this. We're getting live and fresh as far as reaction goes from my end, but we're gonna go ahead and watch some high school tape on Simon. And I apologize. I'm jumping the gun here. We're gonna take a look at this young man's activities. He enrolled 2021 in Mississippi State, entered the transfer portal in 2023. So, you know, got some time under his belt at SEC. Very interested to see, you know, the directional change from the SEC into Coastal Carolina. So, you know, maybe that was a good fit for him and got him a lot of experience. So we'll see what he can take away from that experience, and let's jump on into some film here. Got him out playing a little wide receiver. Now, I mean, I don't know if they actually had him lining up, but so far it's looking like, oh my goodness, he's got some hands on him. There you go. That was a heck of a catch. Okay. Shifty. Now, obviously, this is high school. This isn't more recent tape, but this is athletic. This is he's an athlete, that's for sure. So I'm curious to see. I mean, he's definitely got the running back. The build of a running back for sure. Got the stocky legs. Dang. Okay. Okay. See if we can pull up some. See if we pull up some actual tape on this young man. Okay, chat. Don't cook me for my spelling. Let's see. Let's do some stat digging. So, I mean, 44 carries. So definitely got some carries. Averaged 3.1 yards. I definitely would love to see some stats of this man. Um, he was he was their top running back, if I'm not mistaken by that. But that's interesting. So we're looking at this man, 44 carries, 136 yards, averaged 3.1 yards, no touchdowns. Okay, two receptions for 7 yards, average 3.5. So definitely had a little bit better production in 2023, and then 2022 at Mississippi State was definitely putting in work as well. So I'm interested to kind of see, very interested to kind of see how this young man plays out as far as the depth pickup. I think that's what this will be. I think he's going to come in there and want to work, but I definitely think that running back room is stacked. It's looking competitive. It's looking interesting. I mean, we lost two running backs, so you're definitely replacing from a depth perspective for sure. But I'm excited to see. There's going to be a lot of competition this year, a lot of open spots, a lot of overall collective opportunity for these young gentlemen. But I wanted to just kind of take a look at some more recent stats, some more things, but we'll jump back on into some film here as well. High school, keep that in mind. This ain't final product right here. I guess he's in that middle. Okay. So and from what I've noticed, and I just want to point this out. A lot of this high school film, he's in the receiver position, and there's still like, and I assume that's just because he's an athlete. He's an athlete, so it makes sense. But like, not a lot of this is watching him from a running back, like start. And I get it. I understand. But he's shifty. This is like a very decent representation of his athleticism, what he can do. So I'm very curious to see, what I mean. It makes sense from a perspective of why Mississippi decided to put him at running back. Because watch it. Here he is in the there's a good. He's finding that gap. That's good. That's a good look at why they put him at running back right there. Okay, a little punt return. I don't know if this is he'll be doing that here. Okay, all right. I love that. I love that little. That was a good punt return. That was a good punt return. Listen, that's a big deal. So we're making things. We're adding depth pieces. I love that. Once again, just from a perspective, 2024 had 44 carries, 136 yards, average 3.1. You know, um, I'm curious to kind of see how we utilize him in the offense this year. Love what this is bringing, depth. Love the replacement. Should have a couple more coming on in, but excited to see what we can get from this young man. So hope he's excited and ready to work. I know he'll be a little bit behind the eight ball, but I'm not doubting that man's going to come in ready to work. So excited to see what this young man brings. But without further ado, that was a short stream. Appreciate y'all.